Yo, what's the word, YouTube? It's your boy Smoking Me TV, rolling up another one, catching this cipher. We got your boy back up here, Greg Hackett. What's going on, my guy?
I'm good. How you feel?
Everything good, you know what I'm saying? Living the new daddy life all over again.
For sure. Congratulations.
Nah, you already know. Well, yo, what you been having going on lately, Greg?
You know me, in the gym working with these fighters, man, and preparing for some shit myself.
Yeah, you supposed to be fighting One Punch, right?
Yeah, that's supposed to be the 20th next week.
Yo, how did that come about?
We was at BOUT's fight, and Gillian Wallow was talking to One Punch, I guess, and my name got brought up. So there's somebody called me over there to text me, shot me a text and was like, yo, come over here. They talking about a matchup or some shit. I don't know. I get over there. I'm talking to Gilly. He like, would you fight One Punch on our card? I'm like, yeah, that's up to y'all. So then, he set it up that way. Just like that.
Let's get it. Y'all fighting in Philly, right?
It's gonna be in Delaware actually.
Mm, mm.
Gilly and Wallow got like a card. You know what I mean? They be putting together a lot of entertainers and shit. Should be real
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. Crazy atmosphere.
So I know it's been getting a little heated with you on One Punch online and shit.
Yeah, he be talking crazy. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? I already know you always with it.
Yeah, I'm real, like you
You
said,
know,
smoke with me. Yeah.
that's what it is. You already know. So yo, this been like yo, how you feel about the state of boxing with everything that's going on right now?
I mean, boxing, boxing is at a high, but it's at a low. It's at a high because, it's very popular right now. It's a lot of shit going on, people making money and it's a lot of outlets, things like that. But it's at a low because boxing has been exposed a lot to the media, a lot to the public, and it took away from the brotherhood of it. So now you got like a lot of like it's a lot of like backdoor shit, more backdoor shit going on, and it's a lot of he say, she say type shit going on. You know what I mean? It's turning into like a game, and it's not. It's never been a game. So now it's like a game now.
You know, I could definitely feel that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a lot of like there's some ducking, there's some false narratives running around out there. There's all types
Yeah,
of shit. But we starting slowly to get some of the fights that we want.
yeah, slowly. You know what I mean? You get
Slowly.
fights that you want, and and that's because that's the way it should be, and that's the way it gotta happen. Like, you know what I mean? That's the only way we're gonna know if we're dealing with a real guy or a fraud. You know what I mean? And not really a fraud, but you know what I mean? Just a guy that's not on that level. If he's saying, because you got a lot of guys nowadays, they screaming they on a certain level, but it hasn't been tested. Um, the difference with back in the day is the best fought the best. You know what I mean?
Facts. Big fact. Big fact. So now we got I know you had your issues with Schofield Senior.
Yeah,
Now we got Junior getting ready to take I would say the definitely the toughest test of his career yet.
yeah.
Um in Shakur Stevenson. How you feeling about that fight?
I mean, I like the fight because it's two young guys who's putting it on the line. You know what I mean? I like any fight like that. I feel the same way about Schofield and Shakur. My bad, my bad. The same way I feel about Schofield and Shakur, I felt the same way about Tank and Frank. You know what I mean? They putting it on the line. And no matter who we think gonna win, they putting it on the line, and that's what matters most. You know what I mean?
All right, nah, that definitely. But even with that said, how you feel? Do you think that Schofield is ready for that type of test? Because you know,
You
Like Oscar. I'm not gonna say that Oscar don't believe in the kid because he said he believe in him, but he just think that it is too early for that.
I mean that could be, but we don't know until they get in there. The reason I'm saying that is because that kid is tough, though. The kid is tough. He hasn't been battle tested at the highest level, but he's been battle tested, and we can only know if he's ready or not. Once you get in there. Now, if you're looking at the skill set wise, if you go by the skill set, then you can easily say, "Oh no, he's not ready for Shakur." But let's be fair; they two men, and where I like Schofield's chances is the fact that he's been a 135 pounder. He's already been there. You know what I mean? All his fights are at that weight. Shakur had to move up to that weight. So I think that's where the challenge lies, the strength factor.
Okay. Okay. I could dig that. I could
Yeah,
definitely dig that. I never looked at it that way. I could definitely
yeah,
dig that.
yeah,
So Sue, now we got our boy. You know, like I got hella love for Boots, bro. Hella
yeah,
love for Boots. I believe in Boots. I believe he's on that elite level.
yeah,
I just think that people weren't giving Karen enough respect.
yeah,
I believe Karen is better than what people thought he was, and Boots went in there and had a tough fight.
yeah,
Um, Now you got the whole Boots with the whole thing with what's his name, Virgil Ortiz, I think his name is, right? Virgil Ortiz.
yeah, Virgil. Yep.
Now I can't fully say that the man ducking, but there's something fishy going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what's up with that situation? I know you kind of in the mix with them. You know what I'm saying, I've been trying to get if you could ever give me that Boots interview, I would love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get that interview with Boots.
Well, shit, I
Yeah.
only got boots one time, so it's tough for me. You feel me?
Nah, facts. Facts.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
is there anything that you could tell us about that situation?
like, I mean, the first thing is people don't want to be honest about the business of boxing. The fighters don't run the business of boxing. If the fighters ran the business of boxing, they would be taking home way more money than they making. That's one thing. Two, Boots, when you think about it, and I'm not trying to sway anybody. People think I keep trying to sway people to think my way. You can think whatever you want. I mean, I don't care at the end of the day. Boots has handlers, handlers being a promoter, a manager, an advisor, things like that. Those guys, they get the call before the fighter do, believe it or not. Some people think that the fighters are on the phone with the promoters all day and negotiating. No, the job for the promoters and the handlers, the managers and shit to do is to negotiate. You feel me? So he he was just coming off the fight with Karen, and just being himself, going back to normal life. And Eddie and them, I guess, was talking about the fight with Virgil, but not talking it over with him, and was basically saying, yeah, we gonna take the fight without talking to the prize being the fighter. Um, um, and I think it was a simple thing of miscommunication. The only reason that it was some static there about taking the fight is because if we go back to Karen's fight, I think everybody nipples got hard when they heard Booth say, "I think it might be time for me to go to 154." But the key word was think. That means I'm thinking about it. That means that's not saying, "Oh, I'm going up to 54." If he'd have said, "You know what, I'm going to 54," then I get it. But he said, "I think," which means he hasn't made his mind up on that yet. So because he didn't make his mind up on it, that's telling me, all right, get a man time to think of what he want to do. But to already throw the Virgil fight out there 3 weeks after or 2 weeks after he just fought and expect him to go right back in the camp and get ready for Virgil is like kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Because they know what they doing. They know they will be not. I wouldn't say rushing them back in the ring, but only a fighter knows what you go through getting ready for 12-round fights. You know what I'm saying? And then having to go right back into that. You know what I'm saying? So people try to make it like it's simple because fighters make it look simple, but it's not a simple thing because the mind state that you have to go into and the punishment you have to put on your body, you know what I mean, sometimes could be unbearable. And people don't think about that. It's just like, oh, the fighters are fighters. They're supposed to fight. Yeah, but I'm putting a lot on my body. And then guess what? I'm also not indulging in the things I like to do. You know what I mean? Meaning some fighters like to go out and party. Some fighters like to go out get high. Some fighters like to go out and have sex. Some fighters like to just hang with their family, shit like that. When you getting ready for a fight, you're turning into a complete animal. So when you turn it into a complete animal, you have to even stay away from contact of certain people because you want to do what you want to do. You want to get right and get busy. You feel me? And I think a lot of people just didn't know how to take it. You know what I mean? When Booth said, if it didn't come from me, then don't take it as fact. You know what I mean? And a lot of people just ran with the duck thing. But what I don't understand about that is Virgil is not scary at all. Virgil almost, and you could possibly say he lost to both y'all. You know what I mean? So why would Boots be so afraid of a fight with Virgil? I think a fight with Virgil will happen. It just ain't gonna happen February 22nd.
I could dig it. I could dig it. But do you think his next move is 154 though? Because he is a big dude to be down there at 147.
Yeah, but I mean, he not the first, and he ain't the last to be a big guy at 147. He has a mission, and his mission is he wants to become unified or undisputed world champion at 147 pounds. I can't say what the man should do. Do I think he should go to 54? Yeah, I think so. I would love for him to go to 54, and the reason being because it's a lot of guys that would definitely step up to the plate and fight him at 154. 147, he got 147 shook. You know what I mean? Nobody at 47 want that trouble with him. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I say nobody, I'm talking about the champions. The champions at 47 don't want no trouble with him. I mean, that's clear. So go to 54 and let the party start.
All right, I could dig that. Now, what you think about him being in talks, and how true, if you do know of it, how true is it about him fighting Tiafimo?
Again, I don't know about the business because I'm not handling the business. And people think, and again, I keep trying to tell people, I know Boots, and Boots is he good peoples and all that. And yeah, I got his number, but I don't be on the phone with him. I don't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be at the same gym with him every day. People think that, but people don't know how
That's
Philadelphia is ran.
that's why
Huh?
I'm asking some of these questions, because I know that you don't
No,
be
you
around
good.
boots like that. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
know you don't be around boots like that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
other people, like you said, like a lot of people be thinking like you sticking up for boots.
yeah,
You trying to hide shit for him. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I know that you don't be with him like that.
Yeah, but and they people could think what they want. That's cool. But like I said, they don't know how Philadelphia is ran, so they just be running their mouth. But again, I don't know business wise what's going on, but I don't like that fight. I don't like it because let's say this. He take the fight with T.O. He destroys T.O. And the reason I'm saying destroy, because T.O.'s been on a decline as far as performances. He beat Josh Taylor, he did, and they calling him one of the best at 140. But that's hard to say. It's a lot of work at 140. So how can he be the best guy? And he hasn't had a devastating knockout in a long time, and they trying to call him a puncher, a big puncher. So Boots being already the bigger man, you just said you think he should go to 54 because he a big 47. So if he sat at 47, waited for Tio, and then punched on Tio, everybody gonna say he just was too big for him and he shouldn't have been in there with him. You know what I mean?
No,
At the end of the
I
day.
definitely believe that.
Yeah. So I don't like the fight because it's not one of those wins. Listen, man, when they bring up Tio's record, right? Where's his best wins at? Where's his best wins? 135. Come on, man. We talking about a kid that fight at 47. His whole career's been at 47. Now he's the IBF champion at 47. You know what I'm saying? Why would we fight a guy who his best fights was at 135? And then if we did, you beat him up. All right, nobody not gonna give you your respect anyway. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
I'm gonna be real. Our community gonna give him the respect because the
yeah.
mouth on this brother.
Yeah, for sure. But we got a lot of trolls out here, a lot of weirdos, a lot of, you got a lot of people on here that just be talking. And I'm not saying it's about them, but I'm saying the kid want real fights, man. He wanted to make sense. And and then also, man, to go back to that Virgil shit, the fight, listen, man, the fight would have been in Saudi Arabia. Do you know what it's like to get off a plane, then jump in the ring? I'm talking about that day or that week. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's what Boots would have had done, but I'm just saying that takes a lot to go to another country, get acclimated to that country, and then fight it, and then be on your way back home. You feel me? It take a lot. So these people are demanding shit from fighters when they're not even understanding the little intricate things that go in between these fights that make so much sense. And we already, and not to bring his name up in a negative way, but we already had a guy take all his belts to Japan and then lose his fight, lose in Japan after only being there for a week, I guess. Not even a week, you know what I mean? It's a few days. So those type of things you got to get acclimated to. You can't just jump in that water. You know what I mean?
Now that's a fact. I watch a fighter go to Dubai and end up fucked up.
Right, right, right.
End
That's
up
all I'm saying.
fucked up. Got cheated, felt crazy, all that.
Yeah, yeah, real
So
shit.
I already know that that's definitely an issue. But so what's good with Stephen Fulton? When we
He
get ready to
getting
see
back.
him back?
We know he got Figueroa at some point. I don't know the exact date for Figueroa, but we know he got Figueroa, and he coming off the win over I forgot his name, but
Yeah, I don't know dude name. That was a tough win.
it was a good fight. Yeah, real good fight. It was a really competitive fight. And guess what, man? This is why you got to respect fighters, and this is why you should definitely respect Philly fighters because he came back and he fought a guy. He fought a guy, right? It wasn't a pushover, and you know what I'm saying that was his first fight back. He could have easily went in there and fought a guy that that couldn't hang with him, and he beat him all up, and and claimed that he was one of the best. But he went in there and fought a guy who was sturdy and punched on it, and got it in with him. He got knocked down, he did, but that come with the sport. You know what I mean?
Facts. Definitely did. He got in there with somebody that was definitely durable and rugged, and wasn't in there to just lay down. You know,
Exactly.
but I can't wait to see him back in the ring too and see what's going on with him. Too now we got Tank and I like to pick your brain about these fights. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you somebody that really know how to break a fight down and shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now we got Tank and Lamont Roach. For the most part, including me, I feel like Lamont Roach is just gonna get ran all over.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I really feel like he about to get ran all over. You know what I'm saying? I have watched him fight a number of times,
Right.
but I know that you done been around both of them, and you like basically right by both of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you see this going?
In my mind, it's a great fight. And the reason I say that is because this is a guy who knows Tank outside of all the superstar shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, when they lay eyes on Tank, it's their first time in person. He's stepping up in their face and he putting pressure on them. You know what I mean? He putting a different kind of pressure that they don't understand. Lamont understands the pressure that Tank put on, but the stage is what he don't understand. You know what I mean? He's never been on a stage this high where he's been receiving all this attention and he basically going in there with one of the best in the world. He has to basically, you know what I mean, lock in. He got to lock in and not let those things get to him. It's going to be kind of tough. I'm not saying it like it's an easy task. It's definitely not an easy task. Tank is top tier. Um, and Tank is going to make you pay for your mistakes and things like that. But what it was interesting to me when they fought in the amateurs, Lamont was the one pressing. You know what I mean? So that I feel like at this point, even though both fighters have changed a lot, but I feel like at this point, that's a make or break. That's a make or break type of move. I think it could work for him at times, but he has to know when to do it and when not to. Tank at the same time has a certain respect level for Lamont, and I could tell because he didn't treat him like the other fighters. You know what I mean? And I also think that was part of the skullduggery part where I'm gonna play possum a little bit, not a lot where people gonna be disrespecting me because Tank did show his colors when people start talking about betting money and things like that. Tank got up out his chair and was like, "Y'all gonna be the reason he get hurt." You know what I mean? He letting it fuel him, but at the same time, it's it's like a fight where do he really, do Lamont really know enough about you where this could go in there and be a good fight, or is this another setup for a Tank show? You know what I'm saying? It could go either way, really.
Does you think that Lamont got a chance with this though?
I think any man got a chance, but I like Lamont chance only because again, he know the man. He know him. When you know somebody, that help you a little bit. It do.
Okay, okay. Now I respect that. I respect that 100%. I really do. Now now we seen Abdullah Mason get into a nice scrap. He was
Yeah.
knocked down twice in the first round.
Yeah.
Do you think he got exposed in that fight?
I mean, what do you mean by exposed?
Like where dude pointed out his weaknesses for these other fighters to capitalize on.
And to you, and I'm not trying to be smart, but to you, what did you see?
To me, I just seen him make a mistake that he normally don't do. And when I felt like his normally his defense is tight. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like he dropped his hand a little bit, got clipped, And when he got up, instead of like he was poised,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, he was just trying to get some get back. Yeah, and end up getting clipped again.
Now, here's why. Here's why you don't get so riled up about that thing, that situation. Getting knocked down in boxing, that happens, right? This kid's a prospect, but still a young kid. We all dealt with women, right?
Yeah.
You dealt with heartbreak before, right?
Yeah.
All right, then, man. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk. If we're gonna talk pimping, let's talk pimping. You know what I mean? Some of these bros, you know what I mean, they gonna get away from you and they gonna play in your face. Some of them gonna use you a little bit till they can't use you no more. Some of them really love you. At the end of the day, though, you got to stand strong through all this shit. You feel me?
Facts.
So when that kid went down, the only thing I was looking for was reaction. How he reacted. The way he reacted tells me he's championship caliber because he didn't get frightened. He didn't get all frantic. He didn't get all riled up and go crazy. He went right back to skills and he knocked that man down. Then he got knocked down again with the same shot, right? Got himself together, came out in the second round and stopped that same guy. Stopped him. So what I saw was a kid learn something that night, but at the same time, stamp his name. I'm still not to be played with. You know what I mean? So in the case of a Abdullah Mason, I wouldn't worry.
All right. How you think Abdullah Mason fares with dudes at 135 like Tank Shakur or even Keyshawn Davis?
With his ability, his size, his youth, he does well. With his experience level, that's where he'll get in trouble because those guys have seen they haven't seen it all, but they've seen a lot, and he's still working his way up the totem pole. So I think in another year and a half, 2 years, yeah, he'll be on some shit. But I also think he'll be a bigger guy. I think he'll be fighting at 40, possibly 47.
Yeah, he's still young and he got a little bit of height on him.
Yeah,
And you can definitely tell that his frame
yeah.
is gonna pack a little bit more.
Yeah, he still ain't get his man bones yet.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. So all right, man. Anything that you got going on that you want the people to know about
I
besides
mean,
February?
we just working, man. We got Brian Norman Sr. February 15th. That's what's really on my mind. You know what I mean? I'm glad he accepted the challenge.
Yo, I forgot about that. You all fighting. Y'all really doing this?
Yeah, we gonna get busy. Yeah, we gonna get busy for real.
I wish. See, my co-host was supposed to be up here. My man Joe Prophet.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
he cool with the Normans and all of that.
yeah, yeah. And we yeah, that thing locked in. That's what's really on my mind. And we preparing for war. I appreciated him for even coming up with the idea of us being able to do this on a platform. You know what I mean? They found the platform. They called me. It wasn't too much of a hassle, of course, for me to take the fight. This is what I do. I get busy. And we gonna get ready.
And where's this fight at?
This fight gonna be in Atlanta.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yo, man. You already know, man. Good luck with you for both of the fights with him and One Punch. You getting ready to get busy, huh?
For sure.
You
That's my
getting
middle
ready to
name.
get busy.
For
Yeah.
sure.
But
Mhm.
now, again, yo, Greg, it's always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for always showing support and shit like that.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like you one of them. Like if I call Greg, my guy pick up the phone. Like you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
soon too, I got to pick up a day. Like I'm on maternity leave now, but
Okay.
I got to pick out a day where I can come out there. You know what I'm saying? Bring the camera out and just fuck with you.
Yeah, it ain't about nothing. You know what it is, smoke.
You know what I'm saying? I always just let them know where they can find you and let them know that you came through the smokehouse.
Ooh, I mean, we always ready for the smokehouse, and I mean that's what we do. That's why I fuck with smoke. Y'all can get with me, GHB TV on YouTube. Get with me, Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on X, Greg Hackett on Facebook, Greg Hackett 86 on TikTok. Mm-hmm.
Well, yo, listen, man, y'all heard it from the great mind of Greg Hackett. This is my guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely tune into him. He got 2 events coming up. Brian Norman Jr., One Punch that him and that
Senior,
One Punch, I
fight
think
senior.
senior.
Yeah, I wish I could fight
Brian
junior
Norman
too,
Jr.
but I'll take
You
the
know what I'm
bar.
saying? But me personally, I think that one punch fight is a little bit more meaningful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both from Philly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can ready to go out there and show off for y'all cities.
No, that's something light. That's baby food.
That's something like. I'm like, dude, fuck that shit to him, Greg.
Yeah, that's baby food, cuz.
But all right, my guy, yo, thanks again, man. It's an honor, brother.
For sure, no problem. I get with you, Smooth.
Nah, you already. I'll definitely hit you up. Yo, for everybody that tuned in, thanks for the support. Love and blessings. Peace. We'll holla at y'all later. Rolling up another one.
Yeah.